Good morning, guys. It's Jason, and it's another absolutely beautiful morning. My goodness, we've had beautiful weather, this great streak of weather for the last couple of weeks, actually. The only thing we need is a little more rain. Just wanted to let you know that what I'm planning on doing is actually putting together a video, an instructive video. And I'm going to put that on my website, and it's going to be a free video that you can subscribe to by just putting in your name and your email address, and you'll get that free video. I'm going to work on that, and it's all about the diet and how the diet works, and how to give some ideas on how to go about trying the diet for yourself if you're interested. It's pretty interesting. It's a great diet that's radically changing my life, and I feel magnificent and wonderful, and I just can't tell you how much it's changed my life. I'm ducking down because I'm trying to get good lighting on my face, because I see I've got a shadow right there, and it's just trying to work around the tree shadow. So I also wanted to talk about you and how I think that I can inspire you in some ways. You know, I guess one of the ways of doing that is by talking about me for a second. Oh boy, I don't know. 38 years I've been struggling with this condition, and it's been quite a challenge. It's been extremely difficult, to say the least. All mental illness is extremely difficult, but you know, even day-to-day struggles with somebody who isn't mentally ill, they have their own struggles as well, like having bad days, being angry with your spouse or loved one, or your kids, or you know, just because they did something to agitate you, and maybe you're feeling more sensitive to getting angry or upset, or maybe you're feeling blue because it's a rainy day and you're feeling sensitive even to the weather, or like it's the middle of winter, or maybe you're just feeling blue because something happened at work. Well, a lot of people take that for granted as saying, well, that's just what everybody deals with. Well, and there's truth to that. Everybody does deal with that. But I personally believe that everybody deals with that because we're eating in such a way that it makes us more sensitive to these things. So by eliminating certain foods, I found that I am more immune to things like that, and I have a much higher tolerance to life, and boy, quite a shadow. And I have a much higher tolerance to life, and I can do things that I could never have done before with my mental illness. But I really felt like I moved through, you know, I talk about there's a scale of 0 to 100, and about 20 or 30 was about the lowest that I got on that scale with mental illness. I think if you get any lower than that, then you're not going to be alive, basically. But I was in the 20-30 range at a couple times where I was, you know, suicidal. I was hallucinating. I was scared to death. My anxiety was just through the roof. My social phobia. I was terrified of people. All this stuff, really scary stuff that schizoaffective disorder can spit out at you. But now, by going on this diet, what's happened is I went from 20s and 30s a couple years. This was a few years ago. And then I've gradually been working with supplements and different things that, naturally looking back now, I see that they kind of detoxified me as well, but did it at a smaller scale. But they brought me up to a point where I was at 50, 60, 70, and then I got into the point where I was about 80, 85% of the way to where I wanted to be. I wanted to be at that 100%. And you know what? This diet brought me to the rest of the 100%. Where the medication and the supplements only took me part of the way, the diet took me the full rest of the way that I was looking for. So I believe no matter where you are, wherever your loved one is right now, I'm dealing with schizoaffective disorder. That's about the worst thing you can possibly deal with, actually, in all reality. It's the combination of schizophrenia and bipolar disorder. It doesn't get much worse than that. It really doesn't. But people look at me and say, well, how come you're doing so well? I'm doing so well because I've been taking care of myself and I've been detoxing in many ways. I've been also very consistent about my medications. And now this diet has radically improved my scenario even that much more. So you can do it too, no matter where you or your loved one is. Now, at this point, it's still preliminary, so I advise you to be very, very, very cautious, because this is just me doing this right now. We haven't gotten to the point yet where we've got trials and we've got other people trying the diet. So that's why I'm a little slow to actually hand out specifically what it is. But I think it might be, realistically, it might be in the next 2 weeks to the next month when I'll have that video ready for subscription, and it'll have more details about the diet. But until then, I want to give myself more time, and I would love it if somebody else who I know and who I have constant interaction with would volunteer for the diet to see if it works for them as well. It's yeah, anyways, so I think that's my time, but I just want you to know this is possible. You can improve your life. You can improve your loved one's life. They can feel good. They can feel wonderful. This helps physically and mentally and even spiritually on many levels, because once you get clear-headed, you find you get a better relationship with your spirituality as well. So I just want you to know that there is hope. Mastering mental illness is it's possible. It's really, and it's a probability for anybody who attempts it. So I'm not saying the diet, I'm saying mastering. There are other ways of mastering mental illness too, with taking your medication and trying supplementation and different things like that. But it's always about being very careful and talking and working with your doctor as well. So I've got to leave it there because this has got to be a short video. Thanks so much, guys, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Okay, have a great day.